That's right, guys. In this video, we're going to talk about the best strategy for Bitcoin to make the most out of this asset. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet. In this video, I'm going to show you the truth, the facts, and the numbers. And in this video, we're going to look at a couple of strategies. We're going to look at the 200 SMA, the 50 SMA. We're going to look at the PiCycle strategy. We're going to look at the Gaussian Channel strategy. And we're going to also look at one strategy that I'm using personally. And we're going to look at the KPI that nobody talks about because they don't have coding skills to actually show you that number, but is the most important, and that is the portfolio drawdown for each and every strategy. So strap in, get your coffee, eyes on the screen, and let's go. And as always, this is not financial advice. On this channel, my mission is to educate you to increase your chances of success. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the bell to not miss out on anything, and definitely watch my educational playlist because it is life-changing. And with all of that in mind, now let's dive in. And what would be a best of strategy video if I don't include HODLing and DCAing into Bitcoin? Well, I already have a video about that. Watch it later on. Let's continue to the next strategy. Let's look at the 200 SMA strategy. What is that? Well, it's a very simple one, and a lot of you have asked me about it. Can it make sense to buy above the 200 SMA and simply sell below the 200 SMA? If you look at it with your bare eyes, it might look like a good idea, and maybe it is. So I have developed it in code behind me. So we have all the numbers that we need to compare it with all the other strategies that we are looking at in this video. Is this strategy any good? Let's check it out. All right, this is the strategy and these are the settings for the strategy. All of the strategies in this video will start from 2018 0101 000, and the properties are it reinvests 100% of the equity, pyramiding is 1, commission is 0.1%, as we have, for example, on Bybit. And because those are long-term investing strategies, the slippage doesn't really matter. They don't trade a lot. Now let's zoom in and check out the performance numbers. We see that since 2018, this strategy made about 700% profit with a max drawdown of almost 40% and percent profitable trades. Basically, the win rate is 23. Let's round up here as well. Now, is this good or not? Well, I don't want to reveal that yet because that's the first strategy we're looking at. Let's look at all of them, and by the end of this video, it will be very clear to you. I want to point out one more very important thing, which we're going to look at every single strategy, which is the max drawdown. And I want to look at something more than just this max drawdown that TradingView shows here, because that is only related to the individual trades. So you start a trade, it goes in the wrong direction, that's the drawdown. And the biggest of that is this number. But if you look at the blue line here, this is the equity value of the portfolio being invested with this strategy, right? So how much did the portfolio crash? Because if you open your app and you check out how much money you have, right, overall, then this is what you actually care about. And when I check here, the portfolio value crashed here 50%, and here it crashed from the blue line to the blue line on the bottom, 64%. So the portfolio drawdown was 64%. Now this is important and nobody talks about this number, but I will talk about it because it is relevant and I want to educate you on this channel. So if you like it so far, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's go to the next strategy. Yes, exactly. We're going to simply change the number from 200 to 50, and that will have a massive impact on the strategy. Does this make it a better strategy? Well, for that, we have to look at the numbers which we have right in front of us. So the net profit is at 1,800%. So that's way more than the previous strategy. And also we have way more risk. Okay, risk reward are in a balance. So now you have 50% max drawdown, which is quite high. I can already say that. And the percent profitable trades, aka the win rate, is at 25%. And for good measure, I want to show you the settings of the strategy, just so you know that they are all the same. But now let's as well look at the portfolio drawdown. The blue line is your money, basically. How much did it drop during the whole time since 2018 until right now? Well, the biggest drop I was able to find is from here to here. And as you can see, it's almost 60% drop in the portfolio value. That means that your money drops 60% while using this strategy. You can already hear it in my voice, right? The next strategy is the Gaussian Channel strategy, and that's one that I've developed myself and I put it for free on TradingView, so you can find it. I will show you later on how to do that. About that, I forgot to add it to the video. Here are the instructions on the screen. And let's look at the numbers. They look a little bit better than the ones from before. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot. As you can see, the net profit is already higher than the previous strategies. We are at 2000% net profit and we have a max drawdown of 27. Now the risk reward, if you already compare these two numbers with each other, you can see that this is the highest profit for the lowest risk so far. So obviously this is better, but we're not there yet because profitable trades are 33%. Okay, cool. Also better, but we need to look at the portfolio drawdown as well. And for that, we're going to go back to the blue line and see how much it dropped from the top to the next bottom that it found. So here we have 34%. Here we had a small one. Here we had a drop of about 23. So 34% is the portfolio drawdown. Now you can figure it out now which strategy is the best so far. But you will be surprised about the next strategy that I have for you and it will blow your mind. Now this strategy is a little bit irritating because it's the PiCycle top and bottom strategy. You might have heard about it already and it's not formulated as a strategy usually, it's just an indicator. But I took the indicator and I made a strategy out of it. And of course I added the equity line, the blue line, so we can see how much the portfolio drops. But if you already take a look at the bottom, at the net profit, you see that it made over 6,000% profit. Okay, so far, that strategy would have made the most money. Let's take a deeper look. As you have seen already, this strategy makes a profit of 6,100% with a max drawdown of 24% and the profitable trades rate of 100%. That is crazy good. And where is the catch, Michael? Well, you might already know where I'm going with this. Let's look at the blue equity line and understand how our portfolio is actually evolving over time. Now, as you can see here, we have a drop of over 60% in our portfolio. Now, why is that a problem for me? And why do you need to really take care of this? Well, because if your portfolio drops 60%, you open your app, you check your phone, and you see that you lost a lot of money using this strategy, would you then consider selling and getting your funds out? Which is, of course, at the bottom, because that's what people do. They sell out of fear of losing even more. And the whole point of having a strategy is not only to make you money, but also to protect your portfolio from losing money, right? So ask yourself, does this strategy achieve that? So now you know how the PiCycle strategy actually affects your portfolio. And when you go on the internet, you hear a lot of people saying that this is actually a good strategy, but now you know better. So far, I've shown you a couple of strategies that are very popular on the internet, and now you know how they really truly perform. And we have been looking at the portfolio drawdown, which nobody shows you. And I agree, it's not easy to get this number in front of your screen, but that's why you subscribe to this channel, because I share with you the facts. But which strategy am I using personally, and what are the numbers? Well, let me show you right now. I personally use a strategy called Bot2 Fast. I have developed it myself, and you will see in a minute why I have done that, because there are no better strategies that fulfill my requirements. Let's check the numbers. We have a net profit of 2,700%. We have a max drawdown of 15%, profitable trades of 66%, and my favorite is the portfolio drawdown. Now let's look at this drawdown here. We had a drawdown of about 23% here. Here we have a drawdown of around 20%, so that's not more than that. We have a drawdown here of about 25%, so let's take 25 as our number. So now when you consider all the facts, now you might understand why I'm using this strategy and not any of the others, because I'm investing quite a lot of money into Bitcoin. My portfolio is very large and I do not want to have 60% portfolio drawdown because I will freak out, okay? So I rather make less net profit but be safer and be able to sleep much better and use the strategy for years and years and not having to intervene because my portfolio is not dropping 60%, okay? So that is so important. Most people don't understand how important risk management is. And this is why I'm making this video, to show you strategies that are very popular, but also open your eyes about the risks that they bring. So now you know what I'm looking for, so you can do the same. And if you want to get access to my strategies and to my education, go to autotrading.vip, click on apply for access. People really love this program. You will get access to all 3 of my strategies. We have been talking about this one today. And also you get a lot of education to understand risk management and much more, and also how to automate your strategies so you don't even have to click the button to buy and sell. That's how I do it. You can do the same. Consider applying for this program, but keep in mind that it's limited, and also every single member that joins has to go through me, and if we understand each other, you can join. And with all of that in mind, this is the next video that you should watch.
On the screen, it's trading.